Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're probably thinking, Minecraft has been out for 14 years now. How could building possibly be revolutionized? Allow me to introduce you to a groundbreaking creation, Axiom. While it might draw comparisons to the likes of Schematica and World Edit, Axiom stands alone with a unique feature known as Editor Mode. For your convenience, the Axiom Discord link can be found in the description below. Editor Mode takes Axiom to a new level. If you've ever navigated Blender or other 3D modeling software, you know modeling with cubes is uncommon. Yet Axiom takes 3D modeling and ingeniously injects it directly into the world of Minecraft. You're probably wondering where I am right now, and I'm actually on a land structure I built using Axiom. Now, I am no builder or terraformer, but I'm trying to learn, and this tool makes it easy to make new designs quickly. I know I kinda sound like a broken record, and no, it's not sponsored, it's just a fantastic mod. I'm actually in my general purpose testing world that I try all kinds of builds and redstone in, and I thought, what better place to try out this new mod? As soon as I loaded up the mod, the first thing I noticed was there's this extra thing on my hotbar, and it's a move tool. So you simply use it by choosing a first point, a second point, and then you can move it up and down, or left and right, or side to side, whichever way you want. And it's a really nice tool, and very simple to use, but the modification tool also has some other uses. The other ones you can find by pressing Alt, and they are Extrude, Smear, Stack, and Clone. If you want to learn more about those, you'll just have to use the mod yourself. Then if you go back into the normal hotbar and press Alt, this is what the Axiom people call the builder menu. It has a couple features like extra hotbars and a mode changer that makes building a little bit easier. There's also this toolbar with other great toggles like better flight and infinite reach. But this menu is just the start. Building mode has tons of other great features like the replace tool if you press R. If I grab some grass, and then I can just replace it by right clicking here. And you can't actually build in replace mode, you have to press R again to leave it. I definitely have not found all the features that this build mode has in store, and I didn't really play around with it too much because I wanted to get into the other mode. If you press right shift, it brings you into editor mode, and this is what really sets this mod apart from things like World Edit. There are no clunky commands or weird things with certain items, just an entire modeling software inside of your Minecraft world. I think now is a good time to mention that this is only in beta, and they're constantly working to make this mod better and better. They're also working on a commercial version for actual map builders, but this version is more than enough for me. I don't even know how to use it all. I messed around with this menu for a couple hours, testing out all the different tools, and I have to say, for a simple start, a good combo is the freehand draw tool and the smooth tool. The freehand draw tool allows you to make simple structures and gives them a lot of depth, and you can just layer it like this. And then you can use the smooth tool, which is the one right here that looks like a little circle with an arrow, and you can smooth out all your builds with that to make them have an actual shape and not just look like blobs on blobs. Just like that, I started off with a simple little build here. But there are many other tools like the extrude and slope tools, and the extrude tool allows you to just add layers to different spots. And you can also undo any changes you do by just pressing Ctrl Z, which is really handy. After I made this basic shape, I went and used the contaminator tool, which just looks like a little plant, and set it to grass. And there's also an option to add in decorations like taller grass, and this just adds in taller grass, just like it says, which can be really nice for adding a little bit of texture to your landscape. After playing around with that for a while, I went and messed around with some other tools on these huge structures over here. Like this one, I used the extrude tool a whole bunch of times, and then I again used the contaminator, and then I used the elevation tool to add in these like peaks right here. And that works real nice, and for making mountains, it's a great tool. You can also use things like the melt tool to cut away blocks, and that's also very nice when making stuff. I made this little cave in here with that. And then there's a couple other tools like the shatter and the roughen tool, which can make structures like this. And if you want to put words somewhere in your world, there is the text tool, which I just made the simple hellos over here with. And you can make it all different sizes. I just decided to go with this size because I thought it looked nice. After messing around with all the tools, I found the create tab up here. And the create tab allows you to make different shapes, and shapes that I made were the cube right here. And then I made some cones over here, like this tall one going into the sky. I think it looks really cool. You can change all the different axes and stuff to make it look however you want. All that stuff is really great, but you have to make it all yourself. And this next thing is really what makes it amazing. You can find blueprints all over the internet to add into your builds, like these trees that I found on the Discord for Axiom. You can also make your own blueprints by just saving something you've made and saving it to your blueprints folder, which is really nice if you want to use it somewhere else in your build or just use it over and over again while making something like this. But if you don't want to make your own, you can find them on the Discord or other places on the internet like GitHub, and there's all kinds of stuff to choose from. I just found a simple tree pack to use to add some texture to this little mountain that I made. Overall, this is the greatest building mod I've ever seen, and it will definitely change how megastructures are built in Minecraft. In the right hands, this could completely change the world building as we know it, and I can't wait to see how others use it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.